So this bike hasn't ran in like a couple months, I believe. So we're taking the carburetor off. I already drained the fuel, and I'm basically gonna wind up taking the carburetor back to my house and cleaning it there because I have another appointment in a couple minutes to get to. And then I'll come back another day and reinstall everything, put some fresh fuel in it, and hopefully, I mean, she should fire up and be good to go. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of days, maybe about 2 weeks actually. I wound up taking that carburetor to my house and trying to take it apart, and it just wasn't happening. The screws were all seized and stripped out, and so we wound up ordering a new carburetor for it off Amazon. It was cheap, and we're gonna slap that puppy on today and get it buttoned up and put some fuel in the bike and hopefully take it for a rip when we're done. Alright, so we're here and I'm about to get started on the ATV, and I just realized I forgot to bring fuel. So I'm gonna get the carburetor installed and then I'm gonna have to come back with fuel before I can actually fire it up. So got a new carburetor here. I think it's gonna work just fine. Here's this cute little tiny filter though. So we might use this, I don't know yet. Now, nice little drain tube here. It's pretty nice. Got the throttle cable adjustment screw. This is going to go to our fuel line here. Then our choke and throttle cable. Alright, see if we can get this set in here. I was able to sneak this out last time, so hopefully I can just sneak it back in. Okay, yeah, the battery is dead. Just might have to get the jump on. So you happen to have fuel laying around here or no? If not, it ain't a big deal. I have some at the house. I just forgot to bring it with me. So that's that. So, yeah, gotta go grab some fuel. Alright, got fuel. Be enough to fire it up. Yes, we do. Alright, I'm gonna give it some juice. Make sure this is on 6 volts, not 12. Having an issue with my fuel coming through the line here. I'm not sure if it's because it's pinched it off here maybe. I'm not sure what's going on yet, to be honest. It's definitely flowing there. switch this out. I can see it now. Let's switch this out. Yep, it's getting fuel everywhere. Let's turn it into a great thing here. Alright guys, so it's another day. The battery was just too dead for me to get the thing to crank over, and heck with pulling on that pull string. So I left the battery charger on it. It's been charging all night. So hopefully when we're heading there now, hopefully when we get there, the battery will be all juiced up and we can crank on it and it'll fire up. So I think it will. Yeah, it got a few spins on off camera yesterday, and it sounded like it was going to pop off. So I'm almost certain when we get used to it, it's going to fire up. So hopefully that happens. Also, another thing I noticed was when also off camera, I figures all this would happen when I turn the camera off too. They must have had, like, remember we had trouble like getting the fuel to flow to the filter, and I was kind of blaming the filter, thinking that was the restriction. But it turns out that wasn't the restriction, that wasn't the problem. The problem was actually the like the switch, like the reserve and fuel switch. So we found out when you put it on fuel, it doesn't work. It's clogged, or I don't know what's wrong with it, but it doesn't work. When you put it on reserve, it wouldn't work either at first, but then I wound up opening up the like the bowl drain screw to let fuel run through, and I don't know if it had an air pocket or something. I've never seen that before, but I guess it's possible. But fuel started flowing through, and now I'm noticing it only works on reserve, which is fine. So we're gonna run it on reserve. I mean, when you're riding a bike, you just put it on reserve. It's not that big of a deal. You just don't have reserve. So yeah, I wanted to tell you about that because I know I'd mentioned that before I killed the camera. That's what we found. So we're on our way, and cross your fingers, guys, and hopefully this thing starts. All right, moment of truth. Juice, triple, neutral. I think this battery is just toast. Battery's toast. Alright, so I think this battery is just might be too far gone. So I'm gonna let it get a little more juice and try to spin it over, but if it don't show any signs of improvement, then I'm just gonna have to replace this battery more than likely. this square body Chevy that's bagged, which is really cool. You can find it at 8 Kingdom Auto if you're in the local area, and then you can own this puppy. But, so we heading back to the shop now, and hopefully this ATV spins over fast enough and fires up. Acid all over my hands.
Oh, you put them all at the same time? You don't do them separately?
No.
Turned it on.
See if we got fuel in the bowl. Is it flowing through that line? Like from the top?
Yes.
Both ways?
Yeah.
Switch it on fuel and see if it does anything. Flowing through?
You turn on the flashlight. No, it's like reserve. It looks like
I think I adjusted a little bit. It's really hard to tell where the screw is because you can't see it. That made a difference. Let's see it. I'm gonna try to turn. I'm gonna turn it out a little more. Go back the other way, I guess. Don't say he's done nothing. Man, dude. Don't know.
oh, fire.
Where? Oh shoot, go get water or something.
Water. Alright.
Alright guys, so my camera died, so I'm using my phone to film. The fire did get put out. We are still trying to figure out why we're having a fuel issue. It's a brand new carb. So if you know anything about ATV carbs or this particular ATV, then hit me up in comments, and if you got any advice to help us out, I'm all ears, because right now I'm at a total loss. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe and like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Guys, if you're still hanging around, I know you're probably disappointed yesterday and you were expecting to see a bike start. So I figured I'd start mine for you, just to, so you can get that, what you're looking for. So here we go, that's what I should have did. So there you go, you get to hear a bike by the end of the video. You gotta mess with that choke, but it's hard to do with one hand. But it's really cold right now, so anyways, I just wanted to do that for you if you're still hanging around, so you're welcome. I'll show you the bike in another video. I don't want to spoil that. Y'all guys have a blessed. I actually forgot to turn the fuel on, so it was just running on whatever was left in the fuel line. So later.